She knocked me up. And welcome to Earth 2 Comic Casts, where superheroes exist and comic talk is the norm. It's your host, Mo Crosby. You caught that? Yes.
They really matching. It's cute.
Wait.
They're really matching. Yes.
I would never, but
Wait, what am I missing? Hold on.
you're missing. Check your phone.
Yeah, I'm checking my phone now. No. Let's see. I'm missing something. Kipo. We're live, but I just got wow.
right.
Right?
They're really matching.
That is so cute. I would never ever
Right?
in life just to walk down the neighborhood. That is so crazy.
Just to walk around the neighborhood. Y'all gotta
Right.
have on your matching sweatshirt.
You know what? You know what? It's apt that came up now because we're about to talk about the finale for the cutest show ever.
I don't want to talk about it.
So much.
I know. I really don't. It's so levels. There's levels to Netflix animated shows, and I think Kipo is the top of it. And when Sheer started, Sheer was great, but
it was adorable.
It was inconsistent, and the end was just very annoying. But Kipo stayed true to Kipo to the end. Even the redemption arc paid off. The villain paid off, and the villain was a villain. It wasn't oh, I'm hurt, so I'm a villain. No, the villain was a villain who had motivation because of
Daddy issues.
And oh man, but seriously, it was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good, and it was. Scarlemagne, R.I.P. Big Dog.
Hugo.
We call him Hugo now.
Sorry, Hugo. R.I.P.
Scarlemagne
Big Dog.
Dead. Hugo
They're
lives on in our heart.
They're both dead, but
Yeah.
it was I did somehow. I'm oh, this show is gonna be really cute with him, and when he dies, or when he's about to, and he his hand drops, and everybody's oh no, and he's gonna be haha, gotcha.
I fooled you.
That's what I was expecting, but no, even the dumbest character, Gus, was pretty amazing. You know who I miss, and I thought we were gonna get one last sight of? Mulholland. I thought he was gonna come through at the
Mulholland said, "I gotta go."
But no, I thought when everything kind of settled, he would be oh hey guys, I'm back, haha, my hat. And I thought that was gonna happen, but no,
maybe he was in the background and we just didn't see.
Maybe. Yeah. And everybody's grown up. Kipo has a mohawk now. What?
Okay. Look, I when Hugo died, I already had onions. When they flashed 5 years into the future and I saw Wolf with her glorious watch and go, just looking free and fucking confident, she belonged. When I tell y'all I weeped, I was I don't even know why this is happening. But it was.
She has on shoes now.
She had on shoes.
She
had her sassy little outfit going, and I was just
I love that she's also still with the dogs.
Yes.
Right. And she no longer. The episode before that, she decided she's no longer Wolf. Well, when I say that, she's no longer
not wearing the hoodie.
Right. And who? It was fucking Greta that told her about herself.
The idiot.
Imagine that. Kipo stayed true to herself all the way. Even, I'm gonna give Emilia a chance.
Which was really annoying.
I was kill this.
I would have left her in the mega state for at least 13 years. At least 13 years.
Oh, my mystical shit. 13 motherfucking years.
No, you should have. Honestly, you should have.
That's how long she kept people from her mom.
Off the strength of that, yes.
Kipo's mom said it when they were in the middle of that battle and they were charging towards her on the giant Rottweiler.
And what's his name? Leo was so soft. Leo was like,
Yeah,
can you slow down a little bit?
He's like, no, this bitch kept me from my child for 13 years.
Ain't no slow down in me,
You
bro.
will not slow down. Ain't no bitch here. So.
Right.
My favorite was when the mom was talking to Kipo and she was like, there's something you need to know about Emilia. I know you want her to do the right thing, but she won't.
She won't. And
that's where we get that awesome backstory.
Yeah, I don't think she told her that that's what happened. I think it's just backstory. So one thing is we'll never get how the mutant uprising started. No, we're never gonna get that. So unless they do like a Christmas special movie.
I don't think it was a mutant uprising as much as it was.
Like they're not gonna tell us how. But that's what they call it in the borough. It's like mutant uprising.
They also called taking sentient beingness away from the mutes as a cure.
I mean.
So it's all about phrasing.
I mean,
if anything, in the flashback with Dave, it seemed like the mutants had no idea what the fuck was happening either.
Yeah, none of them had any idea.
Were like, oh my gosh, I'm naked. So they took some shoots.
Right, they took some shoots and decided to become businessmen. And
Jamak was my favorite during these episodes.
Yes,
Jamak was dope.
So that's what we're gonna do. I don't think
He's so happy.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about this like the regular way we talk about the rest of the season. I think we should just talk about like our favorite characters from this couple of episodes. Mine obviously was Benson and his little boat.
They were so adorable at the end.
This is just. I'm like, yo, what is up? Like these guys are so cute. Like, what's really good?
This is the LGBTQA couple we deserved
in any show.
Shira and Katra.
Yes.
We don't talk about them.
Wait, are they even the LGBTQIA character? Was it will they, won't they, or did it actually officially happen? I think it was still will they, won't they?
They kissed.
Oh, they did?
At the end?
I forget.
Because remember, that's Shira and Katra. They who shall not be named.
No, I thought they definitely did kiss.
They definitely kissed. And so we were all sitting there like, what the fuck is this toxic bullshit? She
when?
Tried to beat the shit out of you for every
tried
to kill you like multiple times.
At one point she did beat the shit out of you. Like
multiple times she beat the shit out of her.
And then every time you like try to apologize or make amends, which you didn't have to do because you didn't do anything wrong, she tried to beat the shit out of you again. And now you're just holding hands and kissing. Okay, I'm upset. Talk amongst yourselves. Wow. I need a minute.
I hate that relationship.
But okay, so
you know who I did chip though? Scorpia and that plant girl.
That would have been cute.
That would have been cute.
That would have been cute as shit. Scorpia and anyone except for Katra.
Right. But so everyone, I'm sorry, not Leo. Benson and his bow were amazing. I thought, obviously Wolf from when Wolf and Scarlemagne had like a really great relationship that I did not see coming.
Right. And because they both were basically outcasts. They both had these families that they trusted that, for Wolf, they actually really did betray her and like try to eat her. For Scarlet or for Hugo, it was, like a series of unfortunate events that put him in that position. Which he realized, like at the end, like shit, like this all really could have turned out differently.
Like all I had to do was kill Emilia, and I would have had my mom and dad.
No, he said all he had to do was let go of his anger.
I'm gonna kill Emilia too, but
well, yeah, he said if he had focused on like who actually hurt him, which was Emilia, and not Leo and Song, he could have rescued Song. He was smart. So
I just like. When they had that moment in that episode, and it's like, dang, we're really about to like do this. When if we do this, we're definitely gonna betray everything Kipo stands for and everything Kipo is trying to do. I'm like, Wolf is saying this? Like,
technically, Greta helped her.
Okay, like that whole scene moment was like, I'm like, what's really good?
What?
Like, seriously, like what?
You've been dumb for 3 seasons. Where is this coming from right now? What?
But it did help that happened, because when that happened, Greta, what Wolf was able to talk to Greta at the end, like, yo, you are actually not dumb. Like, look at me, I'm not wearing a wolf anymore. Right? Like, look at me, I'm not wearing a wolf anymore. I'm a better person, quote unquote, thanks to you. So you're smart, and you can, you don't have to listen to. Why do you think Emilia gave it to you? Because she knows that she thinks that you're dumb and you're not going to be able to think for yourself. Think for yourself for 1 minute, and then she's like, if you give it to me, we'll give it. And at the end of the day, all of that didn't work. It was like, oh, if you give it to me, we'll just make you pancakes. She's like, oh, okay. Shit, that's all you had to say from the beginning. Like all this extra talking that you did, you just had to give me pancakes, and I'd have been great. It would have kept it moving. And that was adorable between Wolf and her. But honestly, like ultimately, every character. And then the moment where that kind of like tripped me up was when the fireworks went off, right? Because Hogue had finally seen, the error of his ways. Like, oh, that's where you get it from. Now he dancing. He did the little.
I thought that shit was cute.
He's dancing hardcore.
He just had to stop and look at his daughter and be like, she's fine. Like she's happy.
Right.
Happy. She's got her K-pop.
And then he just starts fucking breakdancing.
Right. I've been led astray, run amok. And finally, he lets go, and that moment was cute. I thought the moment when Hugo came back, or Scarlemagne came back, because he came back as Scarlemagne, and he was like, you know what, I've really like messed up, and I've wronged every one of you, both humans and mutants. Like, I really am sorry, so please forgive me. And then the little human dude came out and said, I will, if you will. I was like, come on.
I'm really here for all the kills.
Like, what is really good? I'm like, yeah, like it's just woo. This is a lot. Like, what's really good? And then moving on, Emilia sabotages the prom, and sets the fireworks off, and Kipo's like, oh, everybody get under me. And then
I got so scared when she did that.
I did too. I'm like, oh, she's finally found a different formula. She's about to. But can we talk about Emilia getting ready for prom, saying like, you know what? I'm gonna put on all the face.
She went all out. Where did she even get makeup?
Emilia came to snatch edges.
No, she really did. Like, if she was good, if she ended up being good, like that would have been like an amazing. Like, her and Kipo would have had to trade secrets on like makeup and stuff. Like, it would have been like, yo, like, what's up?
God, where'd you get your dress? Where'd you get your dress? It was on sale 15 years ago. Like.
Wolf not wearing a dress because it was too floofy. That was very apt. That was very appropriate.
I thought she was going to come in a pantsuit, and I was excited.
I really did too, but she came and she took the wolf off and just put on a different thing and came that way. Scarlemagne using the scarf as a little ascot. I'm like, oh.
I kind of thought that Scarlemagne was going to use the blankie and like give it to Wolf and make it some kind of accessory for her to like.
I thought so too.
Nah.
And then he was just like, "It's my fucking tie.
It's my fucking tie." Like, yeah, that's mine. You go find you something.
Figure out your own shit.
Right.
This is my blanket.
But he did say, "Yo," I thought that jacket Kipo had in the first episode last season, that when she started morphing, I thought that Wolf was gonna find a variation of a leather jacket, right?
And wear
that's
that.
That would have been like very, but it still worked out with what happened. And then Kipo had this whole conversation of how it would have gone if Wolf was there. Oh, do you want to dance? No, I don't. Yes, you do.
And then you're totally going to.
And then immediately all of that happened. It's like, oh, here we are. And do you want to dance? You know I want to. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like literally how it went.
And it was so like it was touching the way the humans and the mutes were finding common ground. Like,
right.
The trash man
like
guy,
the janitor, janitor.
Like I hate trash because like they're like, you're a janitor, you pick up trash. They're raccoons, they love trash. And he's like,
I love trash lists.
He's like, I hate it, but then it's like, wait a minute, you don't really want to deal with it. We love it. I'll pick it up for you. And then all of a sudden, like you saw all the other little groups, like
right. But no, like the best part of Human Mute Unity was when the fireworks went off and the one bird was like, I'm out of here. No, don't leave. And he transformed and everyone is like kind of running around. And the cat got saved by the parents of the girl that it was like, yo, everybody like
that was when I started to tear up. That and
Benson was like, where's my I was like, oh my god, if anything happens to Benson, I'm sorry, if anything happens to Dave right now, I was going to die. Like I would have turned off the entire show.
We would have had to talk today.
No, I'm like, you better not.
So done.
You better not. I was like, oh my god, like if you kill Dave. Because technically that's what you're doing. And then Benson was like, oh no, yes! I was so excited. I don't know why.
You know, but I was scared that it was going to be because Benson was like chilling with his boo and they were dancing and stuff like that. I was so scared that he was going to miss the moment to save Dave because he was too caught up.
That would have
that was horrible.
Or like right as soon as he went on to hit him, it caught him in like the corner of like the fingertip or something. I would have been like, nope, show's over. I'm done. Let's keep it moving. We can watch something else. I'm not. You would have it would have been you and Brianna doing this. I'm sorry.
I don't think I would have finished if that had happened.
No.
I'm like,
well, I would have finished to see if there was a cure because although you know what, he wouldn't have lasted long. Bugs die in like a day.
Yeah.
Right.
So because I mean, we saw like him go through this infinite process.
Yeah, he's 250. He's like the oldest mute out there.
Larva, baby, teenager, grown man, muscle man, old guy, larva. Like,
oh man, that really. And but Hugo's one was like, even he was kind of like.
Did you see his face?
Yeah, it fucked him up.
Saw who was helping him?
It's like, really?
And then afterwards they had a hug.
Right, he was like a little kid, and him like sacrificing himself to save Kipo. I thought it was leave my sister alone.
Oh my god!
What? Yo, they really wanted to kill everybody that episode. They just still like, oh, you guys are all gonna like.
I'm telling you, these kind of episodes, there's some kind of like succubus, incubus, energy feeling vampires that write, and they get their strength off of like all of the feels that you're feeling.
Right.
They're just like, yes, feed me your tears.
Because literally, when he was like, leave my sister alone, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that was a lot. You know what I loved about Scarlemagne / Hugo was that he even though his like mindset changed to it's me against everybody else to now it's just, you know, I have this crew, like he was still a villain deep down. Like he was still doing villainous shit.
Yeah, it was villainous, but it was like for a good cause of the sign. Like when he was scaring
when him and Wolf went off to find Emilia, and he's monologuing like all villains do.
And then
he's like,
you left.
He's like, they'll be scared because we are the nightmares. We'll let her know that we are the nightmares that haunt her shadow. And then he looks up, and Wolf is already down there fighting, and he's like, oh, you're gone already. Okay.
Right.
I also, during that like whole scene, I love that you could also tell that he's still a fucking loser. Because when like Wolf is like kicking Greta's ass, he's just over there doing jumping jacks.
He's like, I'm gonna sweat and I'm gonna mind control her.
Like, and Kipo goes. I know Wolf goes. I thought Kipo said no mind control. He's like, wait, that was like
forever?
For everything.
I thought it was just for that particular skirmish, not like forever. Okay.
Sure. Also Wolf finding another way to get to Greta. I'm like, yo, Wolf has like character development. Season 1 to now, Wolf is totally different, and you know you can actually clearly see it. They need to come back and redo season 3 of She-Ra because it was ass. Anyways, keep it moving. Kipo decided not to punish Emilia, even though she kind of knew that Emilia like killed her brother because her brother didn't really see it. Like Ratland,
I really thought
the concept of Ratland. Hold on. The concept of Ratland is due to Emilia's brother, and she killed him because he would have destroyed the whole image of mutants are bad. And oh my god, what
he's what made Ratland a safe space for everyone.
Yes. The whole concept of Ratland is because of him, and he's not even here. I know he's dead, and it's wild.
I really thought he was gonna come back and be like, Emilia, stop. Just because like it's a kid show and like
and then
the whole like, everyone gets redemption crap.
Right, you would see a masked person and he would come up and it's like Liam,
you're still alive.
You're still, yeah. I thought that probably would have been, but no, it was like no. Kipo's gonna be the one to save the day. It's gonna be Kipo. It's gonna be on her. This is her. These are her people. This is her show. It's so
kind of amazing. How fucked up parents Song and Leo are to like really have a kid to be the savior of all humanity with all of this fucking pressure on a 13-year-old girl.
Yo. I mean, technically, it's not their fault. It's not. I wouldn't necessarily blame them. I'd blame the circumstances because what happened was as soon as she was born, she wasn't even allowed to, nurture her daughter because she becomes a mega monkey.
What are you talking about? They totally gave birth to her and experimented on her so that she could be the future.
Remember?
I know, but it's not like they were probably gonna.
They started injecting Song with different DNA so that the baby would be some kind of human mute hybrid, so that the baby could be like the bringer togetherer of humans and mutes.
Wait, was it not?
And then they didn't fucking question that she was
mutes. Wait, weren't they trying to cure mutes?
They were, but then they realized
that was the initial,
and then
they were like, yeah.
Like everybody else but Emilia realized along the way, like
because her dad put all that pressure on her, and she just had to. Like, damn,
it's a Prahmises bitch.
Poor Liam, like he died for
nothing.
Liam seemed like such a cool dude too.
Like he seems so chill, right? and I know for a fact. Liam
were they twins?
I don't think they were.
I don't think so. I think she was older, but I know for a fact that Liam and Kipo would have gotten along so well.
It would have been great.
They would have been great friends, playing soccer and all that good stuff. Mandu was a girl.
I did not know that.
No.
Yeah, they said that during I believe it was the episode with the Chevre sisters when we first meet the Chevre sisters, and there were the other two like full-size warthogs, I guess they're supposed to be, and they were like, look at Mandu. Look at Mandu. Like she thinks she's looking up to them. Like maybe she'll look like that when she gets older.
True. Right, and she did get older. Cute.
And guess I'm too gender biased. She is blue. Although you know what, Blue's Clues, blue is a girl.
Blue is a girl.
Wait, what? Why do you guys do this? No, seriously, why do you guys do this?
I'm just saying, I still got that blue boy thing going on.
What?
Gotta work on that. Yeah, Blue's a girl apparently.
Nah, I feel like they made that to nah. You know what? It's fungus. Ended
your
up
favorite.
Save the fucking day. You didn't even wear your orange t-shirt today.
No, because he's still a jerk. I still hate that they've made me. I just had a fungus moment. I still hate it.
I still love that you.
But yeah, he finally did something good, which is kill Emilia.
Well, technically, Mondo is the one who was like, "Fuck you."
And you know what's crazy about all of this is like Emilia is so bad, right? Kipo just saved you from yourself, and you still wanted to kill her,
like legit, and not even like I want to give her the cure and make sure that she's not a mute anymore. She was gonna slash her throat with a broken piece of glass.
Seriously,
my God, what kind of monster are you? I mean, okay, she already killed her brother, so we know she's a monster. But fuck.
And you know what? I would have been actually, you know what? I would have been Shira upset if Emilia, no, seriously, if Emilia got a redemption and nothing happened to her. So you know what? I'm kind of glad she's going to die. She didn't die. She's going to die. She's going to become a skeleton at some point because Gus is going to eat her up, and she's going to die. She's going to die thinking that, you know, the best part is she's going to die thinking that she's back on top, and it's going to be so amazing. So amazing.
There's the spinoff we want.
Right.
Emilia's hallucinations.
Right. Right.
You know when I was watching Emilia's backstory and you know, when Song is telling everybody about the story that Emilia told her about, you know, how her and her brother went out of their burrow on top to collect samples. And she killed her brother and then went back to the burrow and was like, yeah, he was killed by you, Mute. But, you know, let's not let his death be in vain. With most of these civil unrest we've been seeing happening lately, like you have seen these stories of people being like, you know, somebody spray painted Black Lives Matter on my driveway. And then you find out it was that person who did it just to prove that the other side is so bad. Or like Juicy Smouye, his whole...
We already know Emilia would have voted for, you know. But...
oh, for sure.
It would have been...
Without a fucking doubt.
And she would have killed Liam. And she would have killed Liam because he didn't vote for it.
Right.
But
like,
yeah. Who you vote for? Really?
Okay. All right, cool. We have to protect. We have to protect our way of life. But so like, even in seeing that, it's not even, you know, it's an animated show and it's fiction, but it's not that far off because there are people in real life, you know, extremists on every side that will like do some fucked up shit to themselves and then be like, look what they did to me because they're such horrible people. And because they didn't attack me, I'm attacking myself so that you can see how potentially horrible they could be. Right.
Like the lady at Target, you know, on the wheelchair. I don't know if you remember her. She, you know, there was one picture that floated around the internet because they had dumped like flour on her. But when you watch the video, she's stabbing people for going into Target. And then someone saw it and they dumped flour on her. Or the one guy who breaks all the windows at that one Target, find out that he's
cop.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, interesting. So yeah, definitely Emilia is Blue Line, you know, she's part of the Blue Line. She's Blue Lives Matter.
You guys ever watched Moonlight?
The movie?
The movie?
Yeah.
I haven't.
No.
Oh, as a general rule, I try not to watch movies that make me feel. So.
Oh well, yeah. Don't watch Moonlight then. But no, there's like a quote from it or something. I think it's also the name of the play that it's based off. But it's like black boys look blue in the moonlight, and someone got that as a tattoo, and I thought it was some fucked up way to be like Blue Lives Matter too. I was like, oh fuck, and then I remembered.
You were like,
where it's even
funny.
Like, never mind.
That's what that reminded me of, though.
Right, but ultimately, this is a show that I would definitely at some point in my life revisit.
Yeah.
Definitely, this is one of those, like, you know, like we should watch Kipo, or like probably watch it with like kids. You definitely want to introduce your children to this because it shows the side like that. You know, again, this is why I'm like, it's so hard sometimes to write if I'm a writer, to sit down and be like, damn, kill Emilia, like die. But then you have to write a character who stays like as consistent as Kipo. You know what's really, really hard about that, if you're trying to teach your kids to like stay consistent in life, is that at some point you're gonna be like, yo, if somebody hits you, man, hit them back. Like, don't Kipo them, hit them back. Like,
I mean, we had a whole kaiju fight.
Yes.
But it was still the kaiju fight was in protection of other people. It wasn't like, oh no, let's put everybody in my back and run away. No, it was like, nah, I'm fighting to protect people And then at the end of the kaiju fight, it was like, no, Emilia, you can come and live in my beautiful age of the Wonderbeast. And it's like, no, she doesn't deserve that
at all. You know, when Kipo said that, I was kind of expecting a pause and then her to like look in the camera and be like, live in the age of the Wonderbeast. Okay, now. But yeah.
Nah, she didn't deserve that. So it's gonna be, but it's so great. Like, again, I think that's where Shira failed because they wanted to show like Adora was so consistent in her, but this one person who didn't deserve that from you, again, ended up getting some type of, because if Ketra had gotten like a Hugo Scarlemagne type death, scene, I'd have appreciated the show more. It's like, okay, well, you died helping them out. So because again, if we look at it, Hugo.
I mean, that's what Shadow Weaver got.
Yeah.
Shadow Weaver got a better ending than I almost said Kipo.
Really, She-Ra was the whole everyone gets redemption no matter what thing. Because even like what's his face with the skull?
Hordak.
Yeah, he got redemption, and we were just and out of nowhere. Just because he was like the little brother.
Because Horde Prime is a super dickhead older brother, and now you have to get no, that's not how it works. Bad people are supposed to die no matter how much good they do. I'm sorry, like
someone believes in the death penalty.
I don't think that was the message, but
no, like honestly, it's just weird. It was kind of, it felt, I'm sorry, but it felt good that Emilia didn't like get like a reprieve. She's going to get one because she doesn't die. Like what happened to Hugo isn't what happened to Emilia, but she's going to die, and I'm okay with it. And I'm okay. It's going to be slow. No. She's dying slow. And the worst part about her dying is she thinks that she won. She's gonna die thinking she won.
Why?
Because doesn't fungus mess with your memories?
So, well, no.
I thought that was Mulholland.
Yeah, Mulholland messes with your memories. Fungus just keeps you there and wants to play games and shit.
Yeah, she's gonna get annoyed to death.
Wait, is that what happened in that episode? I'm never gonna watch that episode again, but yeah.
But it's your favorite.
No, it's not. But yeah, it's. I just know. I just like it. Like at some point in the future, they're gonna go back to that burrow because they want to rebuild, and they're gonna see a skeleton. This was once Emilia. Like I'm gonna just be like, yes.
This was once Emilia.
Rebuild though, because Fungus is still gonna be there.
Yeah, and he can't leave.
He should. You should like burn it.
What's it called? There was one thing though, that an interaction between like Kipo and I think the rat, where the rat was like, they changed my brother and I can't, like, I don't know if I can ever forgive them, blah 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 blah. And I was really happy that Kipo was like, that's fair.
Yeah, and not like, oh no, so it's
because
so much,
like
they killed your brother.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
fair.
It's not a thing that, just because we went to prom and it's all over. No, like it's work. It's gonna be work. And that's why when they came to prom first, like no one was dancing, everyone was sitting in the corner. They're like, no, we're gonna work to try to make them, find a common ground. They don't have to like each other today, but they're gonna have to figure it out as they're moving. And that's what Kipo was trying to tell Emilia, like, look, we can all figure this thing out. And then at the end, now Jamak is like a bus driver.
He's not a bus driver. He's a bunny.
He's like, well, this is our last stop. The bus stop broke down.
Our ride fell asleep.
I really liked that, like, technically Dave and Benson's story starts with Benson cooking for Dave, and it ends with him having a 5-star restaurant.
Yes, and still also cooking for Dave, because he remember, he's in that scene, he's leaving his restaurant with like the little to-go thing because they're all going to go meet for, I'm going to cry because they're all going to go meet for Hugo's birthday under his statue. Right?
Was anyone else sad that they never found a cure? like an actual.
Yes, like
because it's like they abandoned it altogether. Like, well, humans and mutes are living together now. No need to find this cure to change.
yeah. So like, what's gonna happen to the
sacrifice.
wolves? Yeah, what's gonna happen to the wolves? Because they're gonna be wolves and they're gonna get hungry.
They're
and
feral.
They're gonna do wolf things. They're
I mean,
not
I guess
smart
they
anymore.
got domesticated. Did you not see Wolf like petting him?
Mm.
I had a friend who said that they kind of liked that they stayed uncured because it was like the real consequences.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then
real
the show,
time when I saw Yum Yum.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that kind of killed me because it's Yum Yum.
Yum Yum's still a fucking cat. I thought the jump would be they finally figured it out.
Yes, and then
And
you would
then,
like come back and like that 5 years later, and then all of a sudden you'd see Yum Yum like on this side, like
but no.
Yum Yum rules this burrito or something.
I do agree with your friend though. It's because the show has handled consequences of actions really good. Jamal continues to wear that tie and that suit because and everything has it's not all good endings for everything. When Kipo found out that the Mega was her mom, they didn't just cure her right then. She didn't just snap out of it. She couldn't. It took a while for them to get to her. So maybe if they do a spinoff or like a Christmas special or a movie in the future, we'll get like them coming up with a cure. But I think it makes sense that it's still like this. We don't have to like it.
But they just fucking gave up on the cure for the cure.
I don't know if they gave up.
I don't know if they gave up. I just think it's like
she definitely had to relearn a lot of shit after 13 years out of it.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay right now. Let's just live. The
other thing my friend pointed out though is that rat was also around, and that rat would not have been alive because they don't live that long.
Right.
Man. I was like, fuck you. We don't talk about that part.
Oh man. So every let me see. Wouldn't that bird have died when the skunk have died? No, the skunk probably still be alive.
I don't know how long skunks will live. The wolf and the cat might have been fine, but were they already?
Do you know there are like 3 wolves out there? There's Wolf's sister and brother. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't matter.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Oh, what a place!
I'll never forgive her.
No,
I'm not Kipo.
And so, if they had found the cure, then they would have brought him back, and we'd have to look at them. Yeah, so it's kind of a good thing. It's kind of a double-edged sword.
I mean, they could have just not brought them back because they're running around in the wild.
But then that would be unfair for them not to come back and everybody to come back.
Rat brother. No, but it's because they're running out in the wild and they can't capture them. They totally would if they could get to them. But they
no, you don't care about them. It's okay. You can say that. Don't try to science it. I don't give a shit about them.
I don't care about them, but this is the way to make it fair in Kipo's mind.
Right.
If they came up to Kipo would be like, "You want it?"
Like
and then she'd give it.
Wolf would be like, sure, whatever. But yeah, honestly, one of the better endings to a show that we've actually had to talk about, because we had to sit here and talk about She-Ra, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, we literally were like, what the fuck the entire time. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys coming on to talk about Kipo for 3 seasons. It's been 3. Thank you, Bree, for actually suggesting that I watch it. Dang, this is kind of sad, but wow.
I haven't even started watching Agretzko yet.
I know, Agretsuko.
Wait, I gotta watch that?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Good
show.
Season 3 is the best season.
Okay. Is it any... You know what you guys should watch? The Great Pretender.
What's that about?
It's about a con man, a Japanese con man that ends up meeting a French con man, and then the French con man cons him into doing a con job. But it's different. It's not like what I thought. At first when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is just a whack ass fake Lupin the Third. But it's not. It's very
I like the way
different.
you reflected there, Mo.
Still watching Retsuko. Well, I got winter break coming, so I'm just gonna sit on that couch and watch.
Enjoy. Soak it
You
up.
should watch.
Also,
You should watch La Revolution so you could come do it with us. We got 3 more episodes.
I don't think I'm gonna catch up that fast because I want to watch
but yeah,
a lot of other things.
right. But yeah, it was fun.
So,
It was fun.
are you gonna watch Vampire Diaries?
It was fun doing Kipo and all the other shows. What was the other one we did? BNA. That one ended too. Oh, that was dang. Like everything.
Is
was
it
just,
over? Like it's not coming?
I mean, where did they go from that point?
I guess that's true. That was a nice show. I like the colors in that.
Yeah,
that was
but
cute.
I don't mind that one being one and done though, because they
Yeah.
did end it in a good place. Like it felt like things were tidied up enough where you didn't
Right.
you weren't left with a whole bunch of
Yeah,
questions.
you didn't need a second season, but if you got one, you'd be okay.
Yeah.
Dang. But we got Warrior Nun coming back, so at some point we'll be back again to
Warrior
do
Nun. I
more.
forgot Warrior.
Yeah. So at some point we'll be back, but till then, this has been a fun ride. Kipo's been a really fun ride. It was amazing how we started it. We did one whole season, and then we did the last season. We did it with 1 episode per, and then we decided, let's just get through this. But no, it's been really fun. Thank you, ladies, for coming through to do. Oh, is that what I think it is?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's my textbook.
Because I was like, you just kicked the shit out of the textbook. No, thank you, ladies, for coming to do Kipo. It'll be nice for us to come back and do another show together at some point. But till then, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening on the podcast, and we will catch you next time for something.